So Nathan, you've got some news to share with us. If you could just do that first off.
Yes, I've been offered another role, and unfortunately, last Sunday was my last involvement with the Chesterfield Ladies first team. I'll still hopefully be around Chesterfield Ladies, but from a first team coaching perspective, unfortunately, I'm moving on.
Would you be able to go into depth for what that is, or the new chapter?
I've been offered a role within the Chesterfield Academy, working sort of around the other side now. So I'm just waiting to see what sort of age group I get. But I've been offered this great opportunity, and I think I've got to take it.
How was that decision for you? Was it an easy one, or?
Not at all. No, I sort of spoke to the guys around the other side a couple of times last season and the year before even as well, and the time wasn't right for me. So I didn't take it. I stayed with the ladies. I thought I'd got unfinished business with the ladies, and it wasn't an easy decision at all. No, I'll miss them all incredibly. I'll miss the team, the squad, the entire setup and makeup of it. I'll miss it incredibly, but I feel at this time it's something I've got to do for my own career.
And academy coaching's been a big desire for you, I know, for years now, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always wanted to go and try it and see what happens, see what the different challenges are in working in that kind of environment, from my time working in grassroots football to working at the ETC to working with the ladies to working on soccer schools with the community trust. Academy's always been something I wanted to go and see what it's like and try and see can I do it and understand how and why they do what they do in the academy, and I've been given this great opportunity. Yeah.
And what's this experience been like for you these past 2 years with Chesterfield Ladies and the whole coaching of it?
Phenomenal for me. It's been a very, very steep learning curve. I've learned a hell of a lot about myself firstly. So yeah, I've really discovered who I am, what I am from a coaching perspective and also from a personal perspective as well. And then working with the ladies, it's been phenomenal. How different working in the women's game to the men's game is. That's tested my coaching ability, my coaching knowledge, but there's so many things that I could list. It's been phenomenal working here with the ladies.
Has there been a way that you've coached the ladies different to what you would have coached men? Because I know people sometimes commonly think it's taught differently.
The game's still the game, isn't it? It's still the idea of the game is to score more than the opposition. So no, but yes, the style of coaching is different. How you speak to the players is different. The terminology you might use is different. The training sessions are maybe slightly different. But overall, no, not really. It's no different to the men's game. There's just slight, subtle changes and differences in it. And like I say, ultimately, it's about scoring more than the opposition.
And if you could pinpoint one moment from such a brilliant season as well.
Tough, really. With 4 trophies in the bag, how do you pick one? Probably the Burton game that we won. The preparation that went into that, watching them, having them watched, the 2 weeks of training, intense training, the build up to the training, even the planning that myself and Mike went through to make sure the sessions were right, the tactics were right, and then to see the players execute that on the pitch and get the result was probably the highlight, because it wasn't just the players doing it, it wasn't just myself, it wasn't just Mike, it was me, Mike, the players, everything come together at the right time, and that was probably my highlight of it all.
Well, did you ever think, really, because I know it's been a great season, but did you think at the start the ladies could have performed so well?
Yes and no. Did I think they could win 4 trophies? Probably not. Did I think they could perform as well as they have done? Yes. From the very beginning, they had amazing potential, a great set of players, great technical ability, great tactical knowledge. Could we build on that? Yes, I thought we could. I thought we could give them more than what they had, and yes, we've done that. So mixed answers to that question, really. They've achieved everything that I thought and more, really.
And obviously we spoke about the Burton game. Was that a moment for you where you realised the quality of this group of players?
Yes, I think I realised that in sort of build-ups, in the training sessions before that, because we were asking them to do something that wasn't natural, that wasn't normal. All our games prior to that had been around, if you lose the ball, get the ball back. And suddenly we stripped all that back and said, right, okay, let them have the ball and we'll hit them on a counter-attack. And there were questions asked by players of why we're doing this, it's not right. Then there was a moment of the players sort of saying, we might not agree with this, but we'll buy into it. And then I think it was a case of they understood why, and the build up to all that, like I say, made me realise that these guys are really special because they don't agree, but they're prepared to do it and they can do it. And I think that highlighted it to them as well. We really are something that we don't just play one way. We can adapt and we can play to however the gaffer wants us to play, and they were prepared to learn. And it was a massive eye opener for everyone. That.
What was the moment like telling them your decision that you were obviously leaving the club?
It was a very tough decision. Me and Mike had a good long chat about how it would be handled. Do we do it at presentation night? Do we do it after the game on Sunday? Do we do it through a message? How on earth do we do this? I didn't know what the best route was, and I still don't know what the best answer to that was. We did it after the game on Sunday, after we got the League Cup, the league title and the trophy. Mike said a piece to the players, and then he handed over to me and I had to break the news to them. It was emotional. There were tears shed both ways, both from myself and some of the players. I'm sure there'll be some players that will be able to see the back of me, as you would say, but that's part of football, isn't it? There'll be some that, cheerio, off you go. But overall, it was emotional, and the words that I've had from the players mean a hell of a lot, and not just from a coaching perspective, but sort of personal words of thank you has meant a lot to me.
Obviously, you and Mike have got a great relationship, but how was that coaching relationship been this season between you two?
The coaching relationship, at the start of the season, we had some grey areas. While we established who we were and what we were going to do together, we discussed daily at times how we were going to work together. And as I'm sure in every new partnership that takes off, you have to establish who's where and what you are, and we did that very well. We had some discussions, we had some fallouts, we had some great moments, and we quickly established our roles within the sort of the setup. And again, we've even throughout the season we had disagreements, but I think that is healthy in a football team. We should have. Mike said from day one he didn't want a yes man who, when Mike said, I want to do this, yes Mike, he didn't want that. He wanted me, and every decision Mike made I challenged, not through being controversial, just to make sure, have we got this right? Are we sure we're doing this? And that was the same with every substitution, every decision tactically, every training session, every team we picked. We questioned it with each other, and it worked brilliantly. Mike, I can't thank Mike enough for how he's helped me develop as a coach as well. He analysing, reviewing my sessions that we put on, both afterwards and even during, coming up and saying we're not getting out what we want, change this, what about this? And an open discussion. And I think the biggest thing that me and Mike have had throughout this season is honesty with each other. And I think if you want a partnership like what me and Mike had to work, we're both passionate, we're both very strong-minded and strong characters. You have to be prepared sometimes to be told, I think you're wrong, and accept that. And it's not criticism, it's football, and we did that together. I spoke to Mike at the back end of last week. We went and had a chat about next season when I told him what my decision was. And yeah, Mike was more than happy and almost gave me his blessing, if you like, to go and pursue a career which he thinks is also something. He knows it's been a desire of mine for a while, and now he feels I'm ready to go. So yeah, but I can't thank him enough for what he's given me this year. He's given me freedom to go and coach and to really push myself, and he's pushed me as well. So I can't thank him enough. It's been very much a partnership this year with him.
I was talking about next season. How far do you think Mike and the ladies can go next season?
I genuinely think that's up to the ladies. It's up to them. If they apply themselves correctly, if they continue to buy into what Mike will teach them, if they continue to push themselves, then I see no reason why they can't win promotion again, like we've done with 3 or 4 games left. There's no reason why not. They're a very, very talented group of players. Mike's a very, very talented coach. I don't know what his plan is for regards to replacing me. or whether he's going to go it on his own and look at other options. But I'm sure whichever decision he makes, the ladies, I know whatever decision he makes, the ladies are in very capable hands. And yeah, I think they can go on and get some more silverware next year.
Talk about leaving on high, 4 trophies.
Yeah, unbelievable. We can't do much more, can we? You know, the only disappointment is we dropped 2 points, which I suppose at the start of the season we'd take leaving 2 points behind. A fabulous FA Cup run. You know, we achieved more than we should have achieved in the FA Cup. Getting credit to the players. 4 trophies. By God, would you have taken that at the start of the season? Yes, I would. And to drop 2 points all year is unbelievable. And again, that's credit to the players. They really have knuckled down, worked hard, and applied themselves in the correct way. So unbelievable season. Something I'll take with me forever. I'll never forget what we've achieved this year and what the players have achieved. Really proud.
Well, we'd all like to wish you luck in the next chapter of your career. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
There you go. Hang on that.